Hi Don, it's Joe Castillo with LCE Graphics. I just wanted to give you a heads up of where we are on the machine. As you can see, this is your machine gutted, and basically what we did was we used a stethoscope. We found more bearings that were bad than normally on machines like with this low usage, but right there you can see the bearings. We marked the ones that need to be replaced. We did a check with a stethoscope. That's how we can tell whether the bearings are noisy or they're bad. So any noisy bearings get replaced. But most of the bearings on this side were noisy, so we replaced them all. That's usually what we do. If we find, over half or more of the bearings are bad, then we replace them all new. Sometimes that happens. We don't know why, but anyway, everything else looks pretty good. A lot of the bearings on this side, this is very common. This side, the bearings go out before the other side because this is the drive side. This is the side where all your gears and your clutches, and this is where your belt is everything's driven from this side. So your drive side, that's why you notice the bearing here on this side is much bigger than the bearing on that side because it carries more stress on it and also we've got some bearings down there in the drive section that need to be replaced. We haven't gotten to that yet. And some of the sensors have flat spots in them and some of them are bad. So we're going to be replacing some of the receivers, and these are your sensors right there in the middle of your screen. Like on this other tower, this is the one that I've been working on. I haven't quite got it dismantled to the point that Jordan has his. You just saw that one. This is the other tower. But we have this one sensor here. And I'll show you. It's very difficult to discern. I don't know if you can see it, but it has a flat spot on the lens. And what happens is when you get a flat spot worn on the lens, it diffracts the light, so you get an inaccurate reading. It'll show a double when there isn't one, show a miss when there isn't one, and that kind of thing drives people nuts. So anyway, we're checking everything. Once we get it all apart, like we're doing now, we take it outside and we give it a super cleaning, and then start putting it back together. Like I said, Jordan's already putting his back together. We've deglazed all the rollers. The rollers are in pretty good shape. We had one defective roller on Jordan's machine. He's replacing it. One of the eject rollers was bad. I forgot which bin it is. I can't tell now because it's already been replaced. But anyway, it was one of the. It was one of these rollers here that had a big groove cut in it. Might have been from a paper jam or something like that, because it's really not enough cycles for these wheels to be worn down significantly. So more likely what happened is the sheet got jammed in there and chewed up the roller. So anyway, we replaced it. All the parts that we're taking out we'll be saving for you to inspect, take back with you, donate, whatever it is you want to do with them. But we always do that on machines that we recondition for customers. Even when we go on site, we always save the old parts for them to look at. I just believe that that's a good idea. So anyway, that's basically about it. So the booklet maker we started on, Mark's working on the booklet maker. Haven't gotten very far on it. We've got some parts that we know we have to replace on it. So anyway, that's just a preliminary rundown of where we're at. This is Joe Castillo signing off. Bye now.